สวัสดีค่ะ and welcome back to At Brain Site here on GBN Station. Here and now with me กรกนก วิชิตพันธ์ Death is something that we'll all have to face sooner or later, and I'm sure that some of you have difficulties in dealing with death. Today along P. Nick will be teaching us 4 ways to process death. Let's get started.
Good evening, everyone. Saying hello to you all the way from Southern California. And for those who have been following along on this journey, we've been in the United States here for almost 5 months. So the time has just been passing us by. We went to Atlanta, Georgia. We went to North Carolina, we went to Alabama, and now we're back home in California. And as of this week, for myself, I got an opportunity to finally go back to my family home, to see my parents, my relatives, my nieces and nephews, and the people that I grew up with. And it was very exciting. Driving back to San Diego, and as I'm approaching the house, to see my old neighborhood was just wonderful. To see my parents and my family again, it's been such a long time. It's been years actually. And for my parents, I haven't seen them since my ordination in Thailand. And my brothers, I haven't seen in even a longer time than that. So to have everyone come back here, to catch up with everyone, see how everyone was doing, was just very loving and just very wonderful. And I was excited to go back home. However, with that, it was also bittersweet. And for our family, just to share something personal, is that we experienced a death and a loss in our family. So with that, then our parents or our family decided that they wanted to do a homecoming, but also to do a ceremony to honor those that passed away. And it was nice because we got to see everyone again. We did the ceremony where everyone got to participate. We got a chance to meditate together. They offered, this is a Buddhist tradition, but they offered robes to the monks. They made donations to the monks and the temple. They got to offer food into a bowl, just again, traditional Buddhist style for alms offering. And then they offer food to the monks. It was nice because we got an opportunity to share wisdom. And for me, this is the purpose of this video, to get a chance to talk about death. And we haven't had this opportunity in a while. So for me, I wanted to share the wisdom that we shared with all the participants and my family on that day. And for anyone who has experienced a death in their lives, hopefully these are the wisdom, or this wisdom can be helpful and supportive to your journey. So these were the 4 things that we were able to share with everyone in attendance. Make merit or do good. I shared this many times, but from the monastic lens, from the Buddhist community, for us is it comes in 3 pillars for the lay community. The first part is to hold your precept or practice morality. The basic ones is just no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no false speech, and then also no intoxicants. This is the basic morality code, and when my family all got together, they took a vow to hold these 5 precepts. As of today, as of this moment, we are not going to do these things. The second part of doing good and making merit is practice generosity. Give of your time, give of your resources, give of your effort, give of your advice, asking for forgiveness. So these are aspects of giving. And the lay community got a chance to do that by offering robes to the monks, by offering donations to the monastery, by offering food to the monks. And they took effort, they used time, they put their energy in there, and they give wholeheartedly. They had the opportunity to listen to the wisdom and the teaching for the monks. These are all great things that we got to practice together. Then a last piece of it is meditation. To sit there, to close your eyes and allow your mind to be still. These three things, when we do them each time, each day, each moment, what it produces is this good energy, is this pure, bright energy. And in Buddhism, we call that merit, to do good deeds. So the first aspect that we always encourage people to do is, again, continue to do these things, continue to do good deeds, and continue to make merit. So the second piece of that is then share your merits, or share this good deed that you cultivated. When we do these things, like I said, is it produces this pure energy. And with this pure energy of morality, of generosity, and of meditation, because you cultivated that, then share that with others. And it's transferable, where we share this positive energy with those in the room with us. Then from that, we share this energy with our city, with our community, with our state, with every single continent in the world, the whole universe, to all beings out there. So this is particularly important because when we're talking about death, is that we can share this good energy, this good merit with those who have passed away. And many times when people do lose loved ones, in the West, we feel disconnected. And sometimes we can feel hopeless and we lost them and there's nothing I can do at this point. But the wisdom of the monastery says, no, you can, because you still have this life, you can still do good. And with this goodness and this energy that you produce, please share this energy with your loved ones and they can receive it. And you've seen the videos of us doing alms round in Thailand. And the question that I get asked all the time is when people offer food to the monks in the bowls, then afterwards the monks give them a blessing and the lay people are pouring water out onto the street. What is that they're doing? And this is the tradition. And Buddhists, they believe that when you do good deeds with this good energy, now that it's cultivated, please share it with those who have passed away and your loved ones who have passed away. And this can definitely be done. So continue to then share your merits. Asking for forgiveness. So when we're here on this earth and we have interactions with our loved ones, sometimes we can do things, we can say things, and we can think things that may be hurtful, that may be harmful, and may not be helpful in general. And sometimes we can hurt others with this. And so with that, then for Buddhists, we understand the concept of karma, that everything that we do with intention, it has a consequence. So when we have loved ones who passed away, part of the tradition and the training that we do is to ask them for forgiveness. And this ceremony or this thought after our meditation is to recognize that all the things that we have done with our loved ones, whether it was intentional or unintentional, because sometimes we would get busy. Sometimes we would say things without even being aware of it, and maybe they can still keep it in their minds. But for us is regardless of that, then we want to ask our loved ones who have passed away for forgiveness. And this is important to us is because we want to cut these negative karmic ties. So anything that I have done to you or have caused harm to you is I ask for forgiveness. Reflect on death. So in Buddhism, we always teach people to see the reality of things, to see the nature of things. And one of those things is death. We all, as humans, experience birth, we experience aging, we experience sickness, and then we experience death. And when it comes to death, we don't know when it will happen, we don't know where it will happen, and then we don't know how it will happen or when the time will arise. However, we do know that it will come for all of us, regardless of your background, your social status, anything, you will come to this point. And with that, we want to use death as a reflection, because then one is you can reflect on the lives of those who passed away. The good deeds that they have done, we can take those things with us and we can integrate that with us. The things that were not so healthy, then that gives us a warning of how to live our life as well. So use this experience of death, and yeah, of course it can be difficult, but again, this is just the reality of things. So hopefully we can use that to inspire us, to remind us of how do we live the rest of our lives. And speaking from my family and the relatives who passed away, we get to reflect on our grandpa who passed away, my grandma who passed away, my aunts, my uncles, and everyone brought pictures of their loved ones who passed away. And this is an opportunity and a teacher for all of us. And to see in the room, to see my nieces, my nephews, being able to share this kind of wisdom with them at such a young age, I feel honored, and also at the same time is quite important and it's quite needed. So for those who have lost a loved one, remember to use this opportunity to take the good things and again then reflect on death and also your own life. So these are the 4 tips that I wanted to share with anyone who has lost a loved one. So to summarize, is the first one is to do good and to make merit. This is through the moral training, holding the 5 precepts, through generosity, and then through meditation. Do these good deeds because it produces pure merit and pure energy. The second one is then to share this good energy with those who passed away. The third step is to ask for forgiveness. And then the fourth one is to use death as a reflection of how to live the rest of your life. I know this is a sensitive topic, but also a very important one. I think specifically living in the West, we're not taught this. We're not trained. This is not a topic of conversation. We don't experience death often, and hopefully we don't experience death often. And many times, and including myself, and the way I learned it was through personal experience and personal tragedies. But I wanted to share the wisdom and the perspective and lens from the monastery of how to look at death. And I hope this is helpful for someone out there. And if you are in that space, again, my heart goes out to you. And hopefully this is helpful. But as always, greetings to you all. sending you all my blessings to you and your family and hope you're all safe. Sadhu.
I would like to invite our viewers to like and subscribe Luang Pinik YouTube channel. Now it's time for us to say goodbye. อนุโมทนาบุญและสวัสดีค่ะ